Jennifer Allis Provost writes books about fairies, orcs, and elves, zombies too. Jennifer, take it away.
I will be reading from Oleander. Our heroine, Eliza Moore, has been summoned to a greenhouse because corpse flowers are blooming out of season. So that needs investigation, doesn't it? So she's at the greenhouse. Okay, fine. Let's say you're right, and I'm running the family business. I still can't do anything about these weird flowers. I know literally nothing about those plants. You don't need any horticultural knowledge for this situation. What I need for you to assist me in is containing whatever being they summon. You've done this before, contained things. I have. Any idea what it could be? No sense in beating around the bush when this creature's, whatever it may be, arrival was imminent. I'd sort out Bennett's role in all of this after we dealt with it. It could be anything. Historically, groupings of 3 or more objects were used to summon demons, but I suppose any sort of spirit could manifest. Like a ghost? Well, yes, that's a possibility. Ghosts. I could handle a ghost. Other types of spirits? Not so much. May I see the flowers? Bennett led me to the center of the greenhouse where the corpse flowers were arranged in a circle, along with some palm trees and other specimens that looked straight out of a jungle. The corpse flowers were each planted in their own large cement pots, and the ground beneath the pots was covered with dark gray gravel. There was a small fountain in the center of the display, and the moon was shining directly onto the water's surface. I glanced at the fountain and saw the flowers reflected around the moons like 3 daggers threatening to pierce the orb at any moment. Are the plants always arranged this way? Around the fountain like that? No, we did that when they started blooming to make it easier for those who wish to study them. Is something wrong? It looks like they're already set up for a ritual. I moved aside one of the smaller palms and saw that someone had made a circle around the corpse flowers and the fountain with gray stones that were larger than the gravel and smooth like river rock. As if that wasn't concerning enough, the larger stones had symbols etched onto their surfaces. Who comes in here besides you? Hundreds of people have access to this greenhouse. Thousands, if you take into account the entire student body and faculty. Do you think this was a deliberate arrangement? Yes. Have you noticed these larger stones? Bennett picked one up and frowned when he saw the symbol. Eli, I had no idea. I know you didn't. Let's just move them aside and see if that changes anything. Do you know what these symbols mean? No, but they do appear to be black magic. Of course they do. While Bennett and I grabbed the stones and tossed them aside, Nick walked up behind us. What's going on here? Someone arranged these plants in such a way that they could possibly summon a spirit, demonic or otherwise. I hoped he'd assume I was crazy and leave us alone. No such luck. Is there anything I can do to assist? You believe me? Why shouldn't I? Bennett, should you really be down on all fours like that? Someone has brought black magic into this glass house, and I'll be damned if I let it stay here. Nick asked me, why do we think black magic is present? I handed him one of the stones and explained, the symbols on these rocks and the way everything's been arranged around the fountain is indicative of a summoning ritual. Bennett recognized the symbols as possible black magic. We've set up everything in this house according to the original plans. Was there a greenhouse here before this one? No, not here at the college. I mean the plans from when this greenhouse was first erected. This is an antique structure and was shipped over from England piece by piece. Any idea where this greenhouse was situated in England? It was on one of the properties owned by Sir Edmund Allwood in the 17th century. Allwood. Any relation to your family? The name should sound familiar if you know your local history. The Allwoods were one of the founding families. Most claim they were the most powerful witch clan in the New World. It was dark, and I wasn't facing him, so he didn't see me almost choke when he said that. Officially, witches didn't exist in the Old or New Worlds. Unofficially, Old World practitioners of black magic were known around the globe for their intricate rituals and legendary clan wars. I could only imagine what these walls had witnessed over the centuries. And Bennett had hauled all that bad juju across the pond and plopped it right here in my backyard. I realized he hadn't answered my question. Are you descended from those local Allwoods? Me? Oh no, not directly. That was a relief. Most think that black magic stuff is just a bunch of rumors, trying to be scandalous and all. Those who have done their research know better. For a gardener, you're rather blasé about spirits and witches and such. It pays to be familiar with occult history, especially in my profession. Why, tomatoes were once blamed for all sorts of supernatural occurrences, even lycanthropy. Really? Lightning flashed, then the glass panes that made up the greenhouse shattered. I covered my head with my arms as shards flew toward us from the ceiling and walls. With the glass came a torrent of rain, as if a monsoon had set up shop directly above us. There was a horrible shrieking sound, like metal being torn apart. Bennett had been correct. The corpse flowers had summoned an otherworldly force, and now it was here.